I'm talking with Lander head coach John Scott as the Lander Tigers prepare to take on the Star Valley Braves in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs on Friday. And, Coach, 4-4 in the regular season. I guess how would you characterize what you saw out of your squad during the regular season?
Well, we definitely used the season to grow. We weren't sure of our identity early on. We knew that had to be established, and got off to a good start, but maybe not indicative, of really what we were. Went through a 4-game stretch where, lost a couple close ones and just didn't finish. And then to finish, strong with 3 that we had to win and 3 in a row, kind of brought us back to a reality. And I think, we're where we wanted to be, in those early weeks. And so playing with a little momentum.
Speaking of that, I was going to ask you how much confidence your team does feel having won 3 straight coming into the postseason.
Well, David, it's a little different. I think the most difficult part as far as matchups and whatnot, we got tested really early. I think the down the stretch, they're definitely the schedule was in our favor, that we were more comparable to the teams that we were facing, and those 3 games could have gone either way. But to find a way, maybe a different way in each one of the 3 to get it done has really generated, some confidence for us. But we know for sure, without a doubt, what we're up against, tomorrow with Star Valley.
Yeah, we'll get to Star Valley in just a moment. Talk about the win last week against Buffalo. You had to win by so much in order to get that number 2 playoff seed. And I know most coaches will tell me that they don't think about that too much, but you guys were able to get a home playoff game. How beneficial is that? I
mean, that was huge. And I'll be totally honest, the point spread or whatnot in those scenarios I had put out of my mind. We just wanted to get a win. That was part of one of the goals. Let's win out these. We reduced our season to a 3-game schedule. This was the 3rd one. We knew we could be in maybe control of something, but to go into Buffalo and to play the way we did and to get it. And luckily, it really was that it ended up being a 10-point margin, because it wasn't something that we were playing for. We were playing for the win, and it didn't really dawn on us till the end that, hey, we did get this by 10, and then the other things worked for us that needed to happen with Worland getting beat.
I got to ask you, Coach, everybody talks in 3A about how tough the West Conference is, and I am probably one of those in the media that talks about that because of how good Cody, Jackson, Star Valley, Powell are out west, and I know you guys even played Powell and Evanston in the non-conference. So do you feel battle-tested and ready, considering maybe the differences between the 2 conferences?
We did get a chance to play them early, and I think, we throw Douglas into that category of really a team that could be considered, with that personnel-wise and numbers and whatnot, that what that 3A West has brought. And, we're to a point where we have a very small, roster of guys, and it's really what we bring on Friday night. We can't emulate it anyway during the week, what we're going to really be seeing in terms of size and depth of some of those. And so we, really bank on, what is our effort level? What can we do to get lined up right? What we can do to give us a chance, on Friday. And, we did get to see, Powell, we got to see a talented senior laden Evanston team early, and then Douglas came early, and they really did expose a lot of our weaknesses. We did get some things, that we believe turned around, but it didn't come at the level of this competition that we'll see, tomorrow. So it just comes down to, we don't have to be better than the West for anything more than 48 minutes, tomorrow night.
Let's talk about who makes your team good. Who kind of has to play well to give you a chance. I guess maybe for lack of a better phrase, who makes you go?
Well, it's not the standard response. It's just been in my career. This is, we are ultimately in every way, shape, or form what we can promote as team over individual. And that's still the way we ride, David, is that we have it really takes a locker room of a number of our guys to bring us up to a level. I don't think we have and haven't had a Division I type prospect, that is really that guy in the locker room. That man, he's a horse, and we can just ride that one pony. And
okay.
It comes down to that collective effort of getting everybody as a combined unit to play above their own weaknesses and the guy next to them to create a strength of what we're trying to do. And each and every guy of the 28 that we've got left practicing right now, be it that scout guy or whatnot, is that guy. And so that's not a standard answer just to kind of cover. It's just what we've believed and how we do things.
Well, let's talk about the matchup against Star Valley. Coach, I look at your team and the Braves, and you guys look pretty similar from a numbers perspective. I know you might go about things a little differently, and some of that's because of the makeup of the two teams, but what do you look at when you see Coach McKay Young's squad and what you're going to have to do well in that game to get yourself a chance? Looking
at them just a little bit over the past 4 years that I've been here, we've caught glimpses of them, whether or not we were preparing for somebody that, and they were a common opponent. And what jumps out at you is again, they know how to use their power. If they want to set a tone, they're not afraid to just line up toe to toe and bring it and bring it and bring it. And it can be the same way. They're gonna set create a mindset right here and now. I think what they've also do very well is they take advantage of the athleticism and some of the speed to now take you out of that power mode. And when they do want to finesse you, they've got the skill guys that are playing that play with a lot of confidence, and they make sideline to sideline plays with great speed. And then they, like I said, they can play downhill at you, and then defensively just really, really sound. You don't see a gimmick front. You don't see them trying to overload or do different things to different formations. They're just so sound in what they do and do it with that ultimate confidence that you want. Coach, we don't have to get fancy. Just let us line up. We'll bring it. And that's really what you see from them.
Well, Coach, I wish you nothing but the best against the Braves on Friday. Thanks for taking a little bit of time since I hadn't had a chance to catch up with you and the Lander Tigers this season. I appreciate it, and good luck tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thanks, David.